This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so that P. Diddy case where the mom's involved, they're trying to say his ex-business partner, right? Diddy started Bad Boy. Diddy's Bad Boy ex-business partner. I forget his name. But he's basically saying that, like, Diddy made it so that he couldn't get his 50% because he put it in his mom's name or something. His name's Kirk Burroughs, right? And he's taking Diddy's moms to court, too, because he says that basically, you know, they hid it in his mom's name so like he couldn't get his percentage or something like that. So they filed... They also accused him of, you know, essaying him and coercion and violence. This is crazy. Everything Diddy does now, he gets accused of, you know, taking advantage of someone sexually. Then he also says Janice Combs saying he unlawfully took control of his 25% stake in Bad Boy after Combs allegedly threatened with physical violence. So we'll see how this case proceeds. She's trying to get removed from the case. Yeah. Rick Ross was denied by his new girlfriend on the red carpet. He says 3, 2, 1, like they were going to kiss, and she actually pulled back from him. That is embarrassing. Rick Ross is almost 50. It's almost time to settle down, buddy. Rick Ross age. Oh, yeah, he's close. He's not trying to settle down, which means he might be into them freaky activities Diddy is, where he wants to have this crazy lifestyle, you know? But that doesn't always pan out. That could end up in a court case. So he should chill out. 50 should start to settle down too, but, you know, it is what it is. He doesn't flaunt all of his relationships on the gram either. One he did. Or two, actually, right? Ja Rule, I never noticed in this video. What did I need about you? Remember that song? He's touching himself in the jail cell in the beginning of the video. That's crazy. It's weird. It's very weird. Iggy Azalea is trying to rebrand herself as a crypto investor. Okay, so what she did is she released a meme coin. These don't always go so well. We've seen people end up in court over these coins, especially if they feel like they were mishandled. And it could be the total destruction of your whole brand, as we saw in the Haktua coin, right? She'll reappear on OF or something, that girl. But anyways, that's where Iggy did get most of her money. Like, she sold, so she only had 2 or 3 songs. And she says she was, you know, a great artist, and she wasn't an industry plant. Well, this is how it worked. She can rap, not rap, but she can, like, she could write something and make it sound good on the track. That doesn't mean she's like a great rapper. So don't get it twisted. It just means that she can flow and she can sell the rap, right? If she wrote it or not, who knows? But anyways, she was co-signed by T.I. in the beginning, and in the song Fancy, the whole song is the hook. The whole song is the hook. And it's credited to Charlie XCX. She's in the video, right? She's the one who wrote the hook and, you know, everything. And they reenacted Clueless, and the label got behind it because they saw it as a pop hit. And they got behind it 100%, and then she had like 2 or 3 songs after that in the label. It wasn't selling the same, and the label totally just got rid of it. And she almost came in the game too hot. It started off cool, like doing a couple songs with T.I. And this song just was the biggest song of that summer, and she couldn't live up to it. And, you know, she kept saying, like, kind of like weird things on interviews that would turn people off. Like, it was almost like, yeah, it was just weird. So anyways, that ended. What'd she do after that? She had a baby with Playboy Cardi. She sold the catalog she had because she still had all her publishing and stuff. So she sold all that, got a nice check out of that, probably like $5 or $10 million, right? And then she claims she partnered with OnlyFans. Well, everybody partners with OnlyFans, right? She started her OnlyFans page, and she made a good amount of money doing it, right? And that's where she got a bulk of her cash. It was a boom that happened, and she got in on it right at the end, and she got a little bit of money, right? She got about like $20 million or something like that. You know, a lot of money. That's a lot. It's enough money to where if she manages it properly, she doesn't have to work again. Now, she did try to leverage it into a phone company that didn't work and a couple other things, so she could also blow through the money. Who cares? But the fact that she was trying to label herself as a crypto investor now was hilarious. You started a crypto meme with a company that they're doing with every rapper. And who's going to buy that coin? Anyways, young Dolph affiliate Grove Hero. Remember him when Dolph passed. He was very critical of Yo Gotti and others. Well, he was shot in North Carolina while on tour, but he's recovering. Diddy's plan to counsel domestic violence abusers draws backlash from Cassie and other accusers. Yeah, Cassie was kind of like, she was very complicit in a lot of that stuff when you look at the case. That's just with the hiring the men. The fact that Diddy kicked her was insane, and that could never be excused. And that's why I never get, she never got charged with around that time. Like, she did call the cops before. I remember that. I don't know why she never charged him around that time. Even when she left him, she could have charged him, because I think it's like 5 years. She could have charged him all the way up to 2023. But I guess she just wanted the money instead. And I would too, you know. So, I don't know. But he was guilty of it. It's just that the time passed, you know. Skai Jackson, they were together. She was with this guy named Yerky. He says he can't see her or the family anymore because people were laughing at her BMF scene. It's sad, bro. Skai Jackson, this is another person that like tanked their career. She got with this weird. First of all, the guy's name's Yerky. What? Yerk? I can't see my kid because y'all laughing at her BMF scene. It's sad, bro. She looks crazy, bro. Okay, so Nicki Minaj and Dez Bryant, they make amends. He puts a big statement out and says, on some G-ish, Nicki Minaj, I really don't like the misunderstanding we have between each other. I apologize for bringing up your husband's past. It's some negative things that make headlines between two black people who have much influence on our community. I'm at war every day with myself to better myself for my kids and the kids who are watching this. And the last thing I want to do is argue over some stupid stuff. I pray for peace, positivity your way, okay? Then he said, if pushing positivity is lame, I want to be the lamest. You know, all that stuff. So anyways, Nicki responds and says, the Lord will grant you peace, Des. Nothing makes me respect someone more than the public display of accountability. She kind of started a little bit, and then she says, I accept your apology. I apologize as well if I offended you. If you still want to do that fight, though, let me know. He definitely got them hands. That was unnecessary. Seriously, though, all the best. Oh, Ace Hood says he's the Michael Jordan of Broward County. Bro, stop. He's like, yo, I kicked down the door so everybody else could come in. It's like, bro, Kodak Black was like 2 years after you. And really, nobody knew who Ace Hood was, and he didn't really put the work in at that time. This is what happened. I'm telling you, I was there. Okay, so... And I respect Ace Hood, don't get me wrong. I just don't believe he's the Michael Jordan of Broward County. Khaled, out of nowhere, signed Ace Hood. I think the guys from Dollars and Deals brought him there. and he signed him because Ace Hood can rap. Like he's not horrible. He was good enough to sign to Khaled. Okay, I don't think he's the best rapper ever by far, but he can. He made some songs for sure. So, anyways, Khaled signs him. He gets 2 albums from Def Jam. They both sell pretty minimal numbers, like $25K the first week. Def Jam kind of like, Then he signs with Cash Money. At that time, Khaled's not really messing with him anymore, but he signed, and he makes his own hit record and gets some traction on it. The Hustle Hard record, right? So this is his first record with Khaled not giving him a hit, right? He made this hit himself, right? Khaled would always seek out a hit, and for Ace Hood, he would get the Runners or somebody in there and make these hits, right? So, anyways, he proves himself, and yes, that was a win for Broward County. But to be the Michael Jordan of Broward County, I don't know. I think that Kodak Black's the real winner in that, and he comes from Dollars and Deals too. So maybe Dollars and Deals just knows how to find artists. I don't know. Boosie says him and Webby are the best duo ever. They're the best duo. One of the best duos of the South. I mean, what about Bun B? Pimp C. I don't. What is he saying? I would say that they're a good duo. And if Boosie cares so much, he would really keep trying to help Webby. Because Webby needs help, bro. Meaning Webby is just all over the place. Webby has a big personality, and Boosie could do a lot with that. And he needs to help Webby point in the right direction, because Webby's all over the place, bro. And lastly, Little Meech was hired by Rick Ross to style his bags. So he turned him into a fashion model, gave him a little check, and that's that. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. I'm just trying to see if I got everything. Yep. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.